Studies show that 85% of people regret not making certain choices in their lives by the time they reach 50. But guess what? These 9 simple actions can prevent you from becoming one of them.
Welcome to Stoic Life Han, your go-to channel for discovering the power of Stoicism and practical philosophy. Here, we explore 3 core pillars: happiness through inner peace, growth through challenges, and acceptance of life's inevitabilities. Our mission is to share timeless wisdom that can transform your mindset, build resilience, and bring you true fulfillment. Whether you're looking to navigate life's struggles, find balance, or cultivate personal growth, Stoic Life Han is here to guide you. Subscribe now and begin your journey toward lasting happiness, self-mastery, and unshakable peace.
Today, we're diving into a powerful topic: the 9 things you will never regret doing. In a world full of distractions and regrets, what if you could focus on actions that would always benefit you? Studies show that 85% of people regret not making certain choices in their lives by the time they reach 50. But, guess what? These 9 simple actions can prevent you from becoming one of them. So, how can you avoid these common regrets? Let's break it down. Today, I will share with you 9 specific actions that you'll never regret. But stick around until the very end, because the last one is a secret, and it might just change your life. Here are the 9 things you will never regret doing. 1. Investing in yourself. 2. Taking 10 deep breaths. 3. Going to bed an hour earlier. 4. Walking 10,000 steps per day. 5. Spending more time in nature. 6. Telling someone you love them. 7. Choosing foods that nourish you. 8. Working hard on something you love. 9. And lastly, stay tuned. We will reveal the details at the end of the video, which will make you feel amazing. Well, stay tuned for it.
Now, let's break down each of these actions and understand why they are so powerful.
1. Investing in yourself. According to scientific studies, investing in your personal growth leads to higher life satisfaction. But from the Stoic perspective, especially Marcus Aurelius, investing in yourself means focusing on your internal development, what truly defines you as a person. As Marcus often reminds himself in meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This concept teaches us that self-investment isn't about external success or status, but rather about refining your virtues, character, and mindset, which are entirely within your control. Seneca, a modern scholar of Stoicism, reiterates that when you invest in yourself, you're aligning with the Stoic principle of living according to nature, recognizing that the only things truly within your control are your thoughts, actions, and responses to external events. This personal growth is about building resilience, wisdom, and self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes constant improvement, seeking knowledge, reflecting on your daily actions, and embracing challenges as opportunities to grow. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This quote serves as a reminder that the best investment is in becoming a virtuous person, someone who navigates life with purpose, calm, and strength, regardless of external circumstances. By focusing on developing inner virtues, such as patience, courage, and wisdom, you can cultivate an unshakable foundation that leads to lasting happiness. Stoicism encourages us to turn inward, refine our thinking, and live in accordance with our highest values. Taking 10 deep breaths. Deep breathing reduces stress by lowering cortisol levels. But for the Stoics, this practice goes beyond mere physical relaxation. It is about cultivating mental clarity and emotional balance. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, taught that we should focus on what we can control, and our breath is a perfect example of this. By taking deep, controlled breaths, we are actively choosing to take control of our body's response to stress, grounding ourselves in the present moment rather than reacting impulsively to external pressures. Seneca also speaks to the importance of staying calm in adversity. He writes, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that much of our stress and anxiety comes from how we perceive situations, not the situations themselves. Practicing deep breathing aligns with the Stoic exercise of premeditatio malorum, the anticipation of challenges, where we mentally prepare ourselves for difficult events. By taking deep breaths, we give ourselves the space to respond with reason rather than being overwhelmed by emotion. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, often reminds himself to be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands, unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Deep breathing helps you become that rock, calm, centered, and unshaken by the turbulence of life. It allows you to pause, reflect, and regain control over your emotions, rather than being swept away by them. For the Stoics, deep breathing is not just a relaxation technique, it's a tool to maintain rational thought and emotional resilience. It creates a moment of mindfulness, helping you stay present and focused, allowing you to act according to your values and virtues, not out of fear or anxiety. Going to bed an hour earlier. Better sleep improves memory and decision-making. But for the Stoics, the value of sleep extends beyond mere rest. It is essential for maintaining a clear and rational mind. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, writes, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This simple reflection shows how starting the day well rested prepares you to fully engage with life and its challenges. Going to bed earlier ensures you have the mental energy and focus to approach each new day with calm and purpose, as Marcus often stressed the need to act according to reason. Epictetus taught the importance of discipline in all aspects of life, including rest. He reminds us that we should not waste our time on distractions, but instead use our time wisely. For him, going to bed early is an act of self-control, allowing us to align with our natural rhythms and wake up refreshed and ready to face the day with a clear, sharp mind. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, he said. A well-rested mind is far better equipped to respond rationally and thoughtfully to life's inevitable obstacles. Seneca, another influential Stoic, speaks to the value of preparing the mind for tomorrow by taking care of it today. He said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." A tired mind tends to overthink, worry, and lose perspective. By ensuring you get sufficient rest, you give your brain the time it needs to recover and process, so that when you wake, you can see things clearly and make decisions rooted in reason rather than emotion. From the Stoic perspective, going to bed earlier is an act of self-respect. It's about acknowledging that your mind is your greatest asset, and nurturing it with proper rest allows you to live each day with wisdom, clarity, and purpose. Sleep is not a luxury but a necessity for anyone seeking to live according to nature, grounded in reason and virtue. Walking 10,000 steps per day. Walking is not just good for your body, it's good for your mind. As the Stoics say, a sound mind in a sound body. For Marcus Aurelius, walking, or any physical activity, was a way to engage with the world mindfully. In his meditations, Marcus frequently reflects on the importance of treating the body well, not as an end in itself, but as a means to clear the mind and sharpen our ability to live according to reason. He reminds us, the health of the mind depends on the health of the body, recognizing that physical movement is essential for mental clarity and emotional balance. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, believed strongly in the connection between physical activity and discipline. Walking, for him, wasn't just exercise but an opportunity to practice mindfulness and self-control. He taught that we should not let our bodies be neglected because they are the vessels through which we perform virtuous actions. We must take care of our bodies with strict discipline, just as we do with our souls, Epictetus said. Regular walking is a discipline that grounds us, helping us maintain a calm, rational state of mind while avoiding the distractions and inertia that prevent us from acting wisely. Seneca, too, believed in the importance of physical activity. He once said, "There is no easy way from the earth to the stars." Seneca used physical movement as a metaphor for the effort required to achieve wisdom. Walking, in particular, allows us to clear our thoughts, solve problems, and find inspiration in nature's simplicity. Seneca himself practiced daily walks to reflect on philosophical teachings, allowing the rhythm of his steps to guide his thoughts and bring him closer to inner peace. He viewed walking as an essential practice to harmonize the body and the mind. Walking 10,000 steps a day, from a Stoic perspective, is not just about physical health but is also an exercise in mindfulness and self-discipline. It creates a balance between mind and body, helping us reset our mental state, think more clearly, and stay aligned with our Stoic values. Whether we are reflecting on the day's events, practicing gratitude, or simply taking a break from life's stresses, walking gives us the space to reconnect with ourselves and live more intentionally. Spending more time in nature. Nature is a natural healer. Spending time outdoors has been shown to reduce anxiety and increase happiness. For the Stoics, nature represented not just physical surroundings but the very order of the universe. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, frequently reflects on the beauty and simplicity of nature, using it as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. He wrote, "Look at the plants and animals, see how they live according to their nature." For Marcus, observing nature was a way to understand the flow of life, its cycles, and the inevitability of change. By immersing ourselves in nature, we remind ourselves of the Stoic principle of accepting life as it is, rather than fighting against the natural order. Epictetus, another great Stoic, taught that spending time in nature helps us recognize what is within our control and what is not. He encouraged his students to reflect on the natural world as a means to gain perspective on their own lives. "We should view the world as a living organism," he said. Nature teaches us patience, resilience, and acceptance, key Stoic virtues. When we spend time in nature, we connect with something larger than ourselves, which helps to put our personal struggles into perspective and gives us a sense of peace. Seneca also saw the value in spending time in nature. In his letters, he often advises others to retreat into nature to find clarity and serenity. He writes, "Nature never deceives us, it is we who deceive ourselves." For Seneca, nature was a place of truth and simplicity, where we can escape the distractions of the world and focus on what truly matters. Walking through a forest, listening to the rustling of leaves, or simply observing the sky, all these experiences help to ground us in the present moment, and bring a sense of calm and contentment. From a Stoic perspective, spending time in nature is a way to align with the natural rhythms of life, which helps us cultivate virtues like patience, acceptance, and tranquility. It's an investment in our mental and emotional well-being, reminding us of the Stoic teaching that peace of mind comes from living in harmony with nature. Nature offers us perspective, clarity, and a chance to reflect on our place in the world, making it an essential practice for anyone seeking to live a Stoic life. Telling someone you love them. Expressing love strengthens your emotional bonds, which are essential for a fulfilling life. Even the Stoics, known for their emphasis on self-control and rationality, acknowledged the importance of meaningful relationships. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that we are social creatures by nature. Man is born for deeds of kindness. He believed that part of living in harmony with nature involves cultivating love, kindness, and compassion toward others. Telling someone you love them is an expression of this deeper Stoic understanding, that we are interconnected, and it is through relationships that we can practice the virtues of kindness, patience, and humility. Epictetus, though often emphasizing self-reliance, also stressed the importance of how we treat others. He said, "What you do to another, you do to yourself." This idea aligns perfectly with the act of expressing love. When we show love and kindness to others, we are reinforcing our own sense of virtue and humanity. For Epictetus, relationships were not about attachment or dependence but about practicing virtue in our interactions. Telling someone you love them is an exercise in honesty and vulnerability, both of which are essential to living a virtuous life. Seneca, in his writings, often discussed the importance of friendship and love. He wrote, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." For Seneca, love and friendship were not distractions from the Stoic path but integral parts of it. He believed that expressing love and affection helps us build connections that support our personal growth and emotional well-being. Love, in Seneca's view, is about understanding and accepting the other person, just as we practice understanding and acceptance of ourselves. The Stoics understood that expressing love is not about losing control of emotions, but about practicing virtue in our relationships. By telling someone you love them, you are investing in the strength of that relationship, deepening the emotional connection, and creating a space for kindness, patience, and mutual respect to flourish. It's an investment not only in the relationship but also in yourself, as it allows you to cultivate virtues that lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Choosing foods that nourish you. A healthy body fuels a healthy mind. By making conscious choices about your food, you're practicing self-discipline, a core Stoic virtue. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of self-control and moderation. He wrote, "Take care not to treat inhumanity as a human privilege." This can apply to how we treat our own bodies. Choosing foods that nourish us is a form of respect for the body and mind, allowing us to maintain the clarity and strength required for virtuous living. For Marcus, maintaining a healthy body is essential to fulfilling your duty as a rational and moral being. Epictetus, known for his teachings on self-control, believed that the way we nourish ourselves reflects our ability to master our desires. He taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By making conscious food choices you practice restraint and discipline, key virtues in Stoicism. When we eat mindfully, choosing foods that support our well-being rather than indulging in harmful habits, we demonstrate our commitment to living in accordance with nature and reason. For Epictetus, nourishing the body properly is not about indulgence but about maintaining the physical strength necessary to fulfill our roles in life. Seneca, in his letters, frequently discussed the value of moderation in all things, including diet. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Choosing foods that nourish rather than overindulging is a Stoic exercise in contentment and gratitude. Seneca believed that we should be grateful for the simple things in life, and by choosing to nourish our bodies with what is necessary, we practice the virtue of temperance. Eating mindfully allows us to focus on the needs of the body without becoming attached to cravings or excess. From the Stoic perspective, choosing nourishing foods is not just about physical health, it's about exercising self-discipline, living in harmony with nature, and ensuring that the body supports the mind's pursuit of wisdom and virtue. This mindful approach to food is an investment in yourself, cultivating both physical strength and mental clarity, which are essential for leading a virtuous and fulfilling life. Working hard on something you love. When you work on something you're passionate about, life becomes more meaningful. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic idea of living with purpose and pursuing your personal virtue. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, frequently spoke about the importance of focusing on meaningful work. He wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work,' as a human being." For Marcus, work wasn't just about productivity but about fulfilling one's role in the world and contributing to the common good. Working hard on something you love is a way to align yourself with your higher purpose, making life more purposeful and virtuous. Epictetus taught that we must take ownership of our actions and pursue endeavors that align with our virtues and values. He said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." For Epictetus, working on something you love means not only following your passion but also acting in accordance with your moral values. When you work hard on something meaningful, you are investing in your personal growth, exercising self-discipline, and developing the virtues of perseverance and dedication, qualities that Stoics hold in the highest regard. Seneca, in his writings, often discussed the fulfillment that comes from purposeful work. He believed that a life filled with meaningful activities leads to a sense of contentment and peace. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." His message is clear: time should be spent on meaningful and productive work. For Seneca, passion and purpose go hand in hand with living a virtuous life. When you are engaged in work that aligns with your core values, it not only brings joy but also helps you grow as a person, deepening your understanding of yourself and the world. In Stoicism, hard work is not about mindless hustle, it's about working towards something that is in alignment with your virtues and what you believe to be right. By dedicating yourself to something you love, you are living according to your nature, fostering resilience, and building a life of meaning and purpose. This investment in yourself not only brings personal fulfillment but also contributes positively to the world around you. And here it is, the secret to a life with no regrets: writing something you're grateful for. Gratitude rewires your brain for positivity, and the Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, constantly reminds himself to appreciate life as it is. He wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you don't have, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours." For Marcus, gratitude was about acknowledging the present moment, and the things we already have. By writing down what you are grateful for each day, you are training your mind to focus on the positive aspects of life rather than constantly seeking more. This practice helps you stay grounded, humble, and appreciative of life's gifts. Epictetus, too, emphasized the importance of gratitude in his teachings. He believed that contentment comes from accepting life's circumstances and recognizing the good that already exists in our lives. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Writing down what you are grateful for is an exercise in this very wisdom, shifting your focus away from what you lack and toward what you have. This act of gratitude fosters mental resilience and keeps you anchored in the present moment, which is a key Stoic virtue. Seneca often spoke of gratitude as a foundation for living a fulfilled life. He taught that happiness is not found in external achievements or material wealth, but in appreciating the simple things we often overlook. He wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." For Seneca, gratitude was the antidote to greed and dissatisfaction. By practicing gratitude, you cultivate a mindset that is satisfied with what life has given you, freeing yourself from the constant chase for more. Writing something you're grateful for every day is an act of investing in this Stoic mindset, creating a more positive and peaceful outlook on life. Gratitude, from the Stoic perspective, is a powerful way to invest in your mental and emotional health. By reflecting on what you are thankful for, you shift your focus from scarcity to abundance, from longing to contentment. This daily practice not only helps you maintain a balanced perspective but also builds emotional resilience and inner peace, key components of a life lived without regrets. So, let's recap. These 9 actions: 1. Investing in yourself. 2. Taking 10 deep breaths. 3. Going to bed an hour earlier. 4. Walking 10,000 steps per day. 5. Spending more time in nature. 6. Telling someone you love them. 7. Choosing foods that nourish you. 8. Working hard on something you love. 9. Writing something you're grateful for. They align with Stoic wisdom and modern science, guiding you toward a life of purpose and peace. These 9 actions can change your life if you start practicing them today. Stoic wisdom reminds us that the journey of self-improvement never ends. So, which one will you begin with? Let me know in the comments which action you're starting today. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Life Han for more videos on how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life. Hit the bell icon to get notified of our next video.